met een knop, met een simpel druksknop ook een knop kan doen. In tegenstelling tot deze hier. Zo nog touwtje. Verdomme. Goed, maar het stond weer op. Ah ja, oké. Klapt een keer iemand? Fuck off. Oké, ik sta al mijn kleuren, jongens. En Kenneth, weet jij het antwoord op de prijsvraag? Ja, Rebirth wist het niet, maar ja. Ik denk dat Melo's al wel gevonden, maar...
Ik heb niet verstaan,
Ja, dat is... Maar hij is wel ook net als zo mij. Het is dat, hè. En waar want... Ik volg HMS. Ah ja, het is goed, het is goed, het is goed. We zijn niet zeker wat verder doen. Ik kon er wat inzoomen. Ik zat in die barges.
Die starting skills, moet je die aanpassen of blijft dat gelijk? Nu dat je begint.
Ik kan battle mee. Oh, hij komt niet goed in mijn deur zijn huis.
Ja, Nikke weg.
Ja, maar dat is met dat streamen, hè. Moet ik hier tegen die Septimus spreken, of? Nee. Nou ja. Nou, Je kunt ook je laptop openzetten en via Twitch.
Allee, hopelijk is het wel goed.
Hij heeft nog maar zusje gekocht of wat?
Ja.
Ja, ik vind het ook wel.
Ik heb... Ja, ik heb dingen gepakt, tweede.
Ja? Ah, dat was in Wasteland ook wel zo. Ik heb hier ik heb... En 7. Dat is sociaal dat in Wasteland. Ja, oké, ik weet van iets, maar... Aha, trofee. Ja, dat is waar. Maar ik wil ook van het verhaal wat gaan eten, dus ik weet dat ik niet de Uber-skills heb. En wat is dat wit vierkantje nou? Ah ja. Ah. En waar moet ik nou naartoe? Tegen de kapitein toch? Ah, oké. Ja, maar het is niet van beter worden, het was al zo van... Eigenlijk als in Wasteland. Ik ging tegen een plant gestonden, die plant ontploffen. Als mijn party was vergiftigd. En ik was zo geen cure vinden, met als gevoel dat die helemaal binnen een half uur gingen sterven. Dus, ja. Dan moet je dat precies op voorhand dat wel weten.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side.
Ja, maar dat krijg je goede scores ook.
The most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
Wat moet ik dan doen?
The pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman. The beast speaks.
Ja, zeker, want als ik tegen mensen praat.
Ik ging natuurlijk zeggen.
Ja, ik ken het. Ik ken het. Dat is waar. Wat ik ambetant vind met als ik in games is dat er, als je veel quests door met anderen doet en dat op de lange termijn niet meer goed weet wat je juist aan toe zet.
Sorry, sir.
Sir, no, sir.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy, if we can trust her to watch our backs.
That's a mighty big if. We
Ah,
can't have
iets,
one of our team
waarom doen we nou weer de wijsmuis?
to be watching our backs.
Ik wil ze nou ook wel emmen, hè. Oh ja.
Can't say I'm surprised. You wouldn't want an untamed thing like that sleeping next to you at night. Now it's...
If I've got my say, we'll take her into the woods and put her down.
Nou, ziet namelijk ze niet.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Maar wat vraagt hij die naam, hè, dat trut?
Wat een taal.
Dat valt nog mee, hè.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Well, that's the... Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing.
Allee, pak na de goede optie, muis.
If we can trust her to watch our backs.
Sorry,
After
sir.
all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful
Kun
for
je
our
switchen tussen de
investigation.
karakter of
Ja,
wat dat
ja.
je niet?
Attention! About face! To the barracks!
Ah ja, als ik er dan als een virus, kan ik me voorstellen dat dat wel niet gemakkelijk is.
Source hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Bow.
About face!
I think I have a bow.
To the barracks! Not!
Oh.
That was sloppier than
Zit, zat er hierop.
again!
Oké. Ja, kan het wel zo. Ah, en ziet een uitroeping steken ook, dan moet ik er tegen babbelen zeker.
I have heard tales both grand and terrible. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Those boots that embarrass a bridge crow get to shining recruits!
Sorry, sir.
Oh, dat gaat weer veel lezen worden.
That's funny, Private!
Yep.
Sir, no, sir!
Nee, het valt mee dat er tip even, hè.
Ja,
Humanity
Valt
as
goed
you
mee.
do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet.
In Wasteland kost het verzetten, lettertype. Dat kost het kleiner en groter zetten. Dus dat vond ik wel een pluspuntje toch wel.
To stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city source hunter.
Yes! Kon dat mens hier wel iets geven, hè. Ah ja, moet eerst nog die andere inventory gaan. Waarschijnlijk. Wow. Nou, actions. Wie is dat? Scarlet of Berdorter? Berdorter. Dan moet ik die ontdekker ook wel neergeven. Hier, hè. Toch. Ik heb giftige pijlen ook. Krijg ze automatisch pijlen of... Nou ja, op de dingen zetten. Ja. Oké. Ja. We gaan naar berichten, dan naar de chat gezegd en op options en dan eruit gaan of wisten of zoiets. No. Ah, dat is two-handed een bow.
Sorry, sir.
Ja, dat is toch. Hoe doe je dat nou weer al? Ah ja.
Sorry, sir.
Set slots. Item. Poison arrow. Want dan... Oh. Dus hij gaat naar rook dan. Hoe mag hij... En mag hij weer wat voor ik weet niet hoeveel van die skillsets, kun je er 10, 50 dingen ski equippen of wat? Want dat is 1 van 5 zat er erop.
Sorry, sir.
Enter wat dan? Ah ja. Ah ja. Ja. Oké. Let's go! Ja. Waar hij is. Ja, het zat er ook nog een geldingsje.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum!
Source hunter or no, not a single non-legionnaire is permitted into the treasure room. Pockets have a pesky habit of growing extra deep in such places.
No. Die in WWE was 50 gigabyte, kan het? Nee, het is zonder disk, sorry. Wat nou echt spelen? Ja, maar nu, nu heb ik geen probleem meer hoor. Ja, dat is wel waar. Maar ik heb best ook al 150 gig gedownload sinds dat die harde schijf erin zit. Die in die Elder Scrolls 50 gigabyte, die in WWE 50 gigabyte en dan nog wel kleintjes. Dus het gaat eigenlijk veel over Undead. Maar zijn hij nog mee met het verhaal of? Nou, oké. Hij schrijft het verhaal dan sowieso. Zal ik graphics en sound doen? Het geluid is zoals het moet zijn, 8 op 10. Maar wat ik ambetant vind, ja, zeggen die is, ik krijg dat ze 100 namen er dan ook opgesmeten, hè. Aureus, Cecil, kan een stad zijn, kan een mens zijn, kan een aap zijn, oh ja. Log updated. Kom aan, barbarische vrouw. Moet jij niet extreem dankbaar zijn dat ik je heb vrijgelaten? Op een of andere manier? Hahaha, Ga ik die trappen hier nu bij jou dan? En is Uncharted de moeite qua graphics of? Ja. Maar Uncharted 2 was grafisch ook al heel goed, vond ik toch? Allee. Nou. Crime scene. Of van maar die strange cave direct. Dan maar de crime scene, hè. Zij het blauw pijlken of zij het wit pijlken? Ik heb de marker, hij zegt ook het wit, ja, oké. Maar ik kan nu ook een commando geven van de 2 mannetjes, hè. Wist je dat? Het is wel Skyrim van boven, hè, precies.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Voilà, review is klaar. 8 op 10. Heb je al afgevraagd hoe het zou zijn om van boven Skyrim te spelen? Dat kan nu! Dag lul, laat mij nu binnen. Fuck off. Open. Oh, wat was dat hier? Een aanvraag om mijn gameplay te bekijken. Fallen Angel.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. Somehow it sent us
Gaat dit ons streamen, hè, Maas? Ik zal hem sturen. Oei, het is weg. Ah nee, het is hier wel. Moest ze weten hoeveel van die aanvragen dat ik gekregen heb als ik Assassin's Creed aan het spelen was. Ja. Wacht, erbij weer zijn nu. Oei. Waar ben ik nu? Waar zijn we nu? Nou gaan ze voor zeggen. Ah, oké. Aha. Ik heb ook. Wat is dat, hè? Een gnome of zoiets?
You say you will take me under your wing.
But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
Nee, het is zo eigenlijk als van Harry Potter.
Ik heb verstonden Nomo.
So the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk. Cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk.
So
says the saga of Threes. Do you know it?
Maar moet je haar ze niet roepen? Daar kan ik toch niks aan doen?
The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and
Op de PC boven.
Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I'm happy to have a friend in such a place.
Daar kan ik wel niks aan doen, hè. Dat is van, dat ligt aan die K3, hè. Slopt dat wat. Ja, maar ja. Ik ben hier tegen een gnome aan het babbelen.
K3.
Zigzag. Zigzags. Ja.
We stand on a tiny vestige of space and time. It's good you appeared, however you did it, precisely when and where you did, or you might have found yourself free float. Oh, but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and hopefully all that is to be. Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that in time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible.
Is toch veel lezen, zo. Dat gevallen engel. Dat is wel tof, een desk waar daar niks in zit. Of zat er wel iets in? Telescoop. Nee, wat? Use. Oh. Nou, dat is wel cool. Log updated.
You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's...
No.
The portal has It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory.
Is het in orde?
After all my waiting and hoping,
Ik ben niet onstreamen of iets, hè.
You, dear stranger, you must be the key.
Maar moet nou doen.
Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away.
Ah, listen. No.
Those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive,
Eigenlijk is dat ook een spel dat als je best 5 uur achter elkaar speelt. Op mijn gezondheid is niets aan te merken, Kenneth.
Though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered.
Dat is waar.
In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it.
No.
It is the void
Komt hij er dan toch altijd erbij,
the dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean.
Naar haar stream komen zien.
I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side.
End of dialogue.
But don't dilly-dally.
No, maar ja, ik wil liever dan dat ik links en rechts sta.
The imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hope to find here.
Wie trekt er hier een flesje champagne af?
Even dit mapje komen brengen.
Nou, wat chance. Ik heb mijn glas water weer maar.
Ja, jongen, ja.
Nou, maar ja, nu denk maar dat ze nou aan trek ze. Ik vind dat je wel allemaal aan het klopt, hè. Say,
If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures,
Ja, maar ja, dan daar nog zeiden. Wat zei hij er rond toe? Is dat nou de main quest eigenlijk? Ja. Ik vind dat 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 ook wel niet gemakkelijk ziet. Om daar aan bezig met de main quest of de side quests. Ja. 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 Dat is wel nog tof, maar door me veel tijd in steken, hè. Dus als ik heb het spel gespeeld voor een maand of 2. Maar het is als een nieuw spel gespeeld voor een week, hè, zit je hè. Kom ik eigenlijk goed hier met die micro?
Ja.
Oké. Beter als mijn gewoon of?
Ja, hetzelfde.
Nou, oké. Ja, zal wel.
Zo wordt het met een mond.
Als ze moet dat zijn. Als ze moet dat zijn. Nou, zei jongens. Pak dat wel persoonlijk op, hè.
Ben ik nu
ja, maar van u niet, ik ken het. Ik vind dat wel nog een tof verhaal kan zijn. Zo van die time en die tapestry. Maar daar moesten we een film van maken. Nee, echt niet. Ja.
Oh man.
Wat dat, jongen?
Die tutorial, hè. Ik ben al vergeten wat er van elke keer op dat beeld komt. Daklop kunnen dijven, miljard zeg.
Heard any good tales, my friend?
Ja, komt eens uit.
Waypoint discovered.
The Lady of Time, the weaver of history. I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my pleasure, sir.
Ah, Cecil. Ah, ik ben als ik ben dat ze nog als ik ben dat hier als een puur ding werden. Ik ben als awesome. Ik kon het wel afzetten. Dan misschien nog een keer zien op de stream via aanpad. Oh ja, streams. Zo, daar dingen op. Wil er tekstje? Of niet? En van Aken het? Oké. Oh.
Steady, boys. Steady.
Hoe kan die hem dan nou weten?
As soon as we're packed up.
Arhu. Arhu. Ah ja, ja, is dat ik had. Ah. Ah. Ja, zeg het hier.
Moo-wee.
Ja, kalf, ik durf druk je op de zand. De zand, daar hebben we een man. Godverdomme jongens toch.
I can't even smell the sea air over this pond.
Steady, boys. Steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
I can't even smell the sea air over this pond.
If Zigzag's worries, I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out, so I told him who I was and showed him my human form. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. So before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid.
Maar zo'n teleporter pyramids.
You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though.
Dat spel gespeeld met.
Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin.
Ah.
Now that this matter has been settled,
Dat kun je dat echt wel goed vergelijken.
But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
De wie? These pyramids are linked to each other and always come in pairs. Open your inventory and use dus als ik na moet een inventory gaan.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my hands.
Van de ene karakter naar een andere te staan. Ja. Ja. Ha.
Slimy, reeking, rotting.
Ik ben hier bij Sicilia in een keer. Oei.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Tool of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and stir.
Join the Slug Club if you got an eye for barred potatoes.
Die kan er niet uit. Locks. Maar nou kan ik... Oeh, maar nou...
This room is private. Don't just stand there.
Ah, maar ik kan die andere deur open doen. Ah, ik kom hier gewoon nog wel lopen, ha. Zwart, ik kon het afzetten. Ik moet de eerste keer saven. Quick save doet het goed, hè. Dan mag we weer save pakken. Dus trouwens, na van dingen, ik weet niet, zijn er horrorfilms gaan? Dus vandaag op Telenet Annabelle met die papa zo. En het zijn een paar horrors op de komende dagen. Zeer succesvol. Ja. Ik kon het afzetten in huis. Alhoewel dat er... dat was even dat ik er opgebleven voor nog films te zien. Dat was al zo van 8 tot 2. Also ja, continu horrors. Dat was wel goed. Dus vallen engel dan nog dat dingen aan het zien? Naar dat van huis waarschijnlijk. Nou. Ik kan het zijn dingen ontzien. Nou, dat van me. Uw uitzendingskwaliteit is zeker niet zuur, Kenneth.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Dat was iets raar, ik hoorde precies mijn eigen. Ja.
Bones knit, skin heals.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Look out! These footprints are enormous!
The white light!
Oh jongens, dom kalfsmakkers.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Oh jongens, die zit constant tussen die kist uit, tussen die kisten van bronnen, van uit, van bronnen. Een kalf van een wijf jongens. Nee, serieus.
Well, what's this I've spotted? Revitalized and restored. Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Ja, salut man.
Careful, these footprints are enormous.
Watch out. Orcs that large think with their clubs, not their heads.
Friert.
Back on my feet again.
supply will expire soon!
Look out! I see a trap nearby. What's this? I found something.
Oh, hello! What have we here? An adventurer, I judge, by the world-weary look of your weapon, and a noble by the wonderfully deep pockets clipped to your belt. What luck! What luck! Have a look by all means. You'll find every make and kind of impressive accessories, but you'll also find certain very rare relics too. You look like just the sort of self-starter to appreciate what I mean. Weapons, 4 of them, that the intrepid adventurer can improve and upgrade as he travels if he finds the right pieces. See them? See them? Judge for yourself.
Goodbye then, good friend. Goodbye. That is, unless you fancy a glance at some of my wonderful goods.
I can't even smell the sea air.
Ja, zal ik wel zo.
Baking like a cake. Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
It doesn't look like much, but just...
In a porcelain store.
Eternal silence awaits you.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Everything we... It never rains, but it pours, eh? The team hardly enjoys being confused with your massive wobbling head.
Merci Lucas.
This arrow seeks more than one target.
Eternal silence awaits you.
demise!
They must know I'm missing. Where is the Legion? Mercy me. It walks, but it's not dead. I wasn't entirely certain I'd ever meet anyone any more fitting that description. The name's Wolfram, and it's a delight to make your acquaintance. Good to see, by the by, you don't belong to the Legion. 10 of their number accompanied me on a fact-finding mission to an ancient burial mound. But, as it turns out, they stood a snowflake's chance in hell against the undead. Not that I reckon my chance is any higher, though, especially with that vicious undead mutt prowling the grounds around this here ruin. I'd go so far as to say I'm in dire need of an armed escort back to the city, as a matter of fact. I'm an archaeologist and connoisseur of the undead. Because of my expertise, Lieutenant Selenia, a commander of the Legion in Sicile, wanted me to investigate the ancient burial mound just outside of town, hoping to uncover the source of the zombie plague. No such luck, though. Quite so. I live for the dead, so to speak. The combination of archaeology and a case of incidental necromantic magic is what sparked my interest in the field. Of course, I'll be glad to share what knowledge I have obtained over the years. Zombies are the results of vile necromancy in action. Among the resurrected dead, there are those who used to be wizards, and they can cast spells still. They slay their prey and bring them back as deathless thralls that fester with the diseases of decay. Should you encounter these menaces, always try to pick them off from afar. Don't let them get close, or they'll riddle you with the poisons and the blight that afflict them. These ones in particular, the ones around Sicile, are the resurrected soldiers of Brachus, the last and most infamous in the line of sorcerer kings. He himself is supposed to be buried somewhere around here, but no one knows where the actual grave is. Long have I searched, and deep have I dug. But so far I haven't found anything more spectacular than rusted weaponry and shards of pottery. Be that as it may, Brachus' soldiers stalk these lands anew, and they still fight like veterans. I told those fools of legionnaires to bring maces instead of swords. You know, weapons that crush these skeleton bones, not blades that may ricochet right off. Hell, even a sturdy branch would do the job better. But they didn't listen, and now they're dead. Oh, and don't be surprised if the dead use an unusual amount of magic against you. These soldiers were loyal to a sorcerer king, after all. Dark magic all around. I'll never make it back to Sicile alone. But you've gotten this far. You can bring me back, can't you?
Indeed. Don't you worry. We'll keep you safe.
Marvelous. Mighty fine of you. Lead the way, I say.
Wargraf is all resolved now that a rescue mission is underway. Like a knight protector, he stands by the stranded archaeologist's side.
Your wilds are more dangerous than mine. But if you have sworn to protect this man...
I need a moment to reflect.
Your kindness is a great boon to our team.
I've got all the remedies!
Welcome back to Scythiel, Hunter. The Legion greets you.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match one sort of play.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn. On the move for cheese.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Can you spare a coin?
Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Oh, what now?
If you must. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last Sorcerer King, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally being slain by the army that had risen against him. We may well stand on unholy ground right now, for they say his remains were buried in what is now Scythiel, the Mad King from Mad City. What about it? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. About this! To the barracks! March! Recruits!
Excellent! Let's keep it that way.
Again!
Can you spare a coin?
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon. my friend, and I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicily. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, let's have it then. There now, she was stringing Ferrell along. Ha! A pampered brat, that Duke, just like she says. Barks worse than his bite, no doubt. He'll be gone from here the instant he can, but I'll still be here, steadfast and by Milady's side.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many of them.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim.
Was waiting for his big debut.
Another peaceful day, sir.
Sir! No, sir! Excellent! Let's keep it that way.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! It never ends around here. There's a zombie in my garden. My sheep is missing. An orc ate my baby. Night and day, day and night. Attention! About face!
Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving this.
Don't let that rooster escape! He's already on the menu for tonight!
True story indeed. Perhaps we too can have a bite later.
Back on my feet again.
That was close. Thanks for catching Fidgety Jack here. I guess he got nervous when I mentioned drumsticks. Let's have that bird then, shall we? Our troops are mighty hungry. Come to see what delectable dish I've crafted from that pesky poultry, have you? I'm Chef Maurice, the one and only culinary connoisseur capable to make a dish for an army with little more than a single chicken.
These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtius, proud protector of this house of Legion goods. This is a storing house for Legion supplies, perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtius, have been trusted to guard it.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around?
They're dead.
They might have lived if we hadn't intervened.
By the gods! She killed them! By the gods! She killed them!
Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I...
So, what's the bad news?
More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here.
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
Walgraf seems nervous as a squirrel himself. Corpse houses, as he tends to call mortuaries, give him the creeps, or so he explains in an unsteadily written note. You call to Walgraf. He awaits your queries. With a simple nod, the rogue seems to say, "Shoot!"
Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Sicil. Get off my grave, ye jackanapes. In memory of Loni, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field. Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive. Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake!
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
overheating here!
The Source Hunter. Oh, yes. Discovered anything? I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him.
Sorry, sir.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent... A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales. Why should I help those louts? Most of them would do anything to avoid paying a few extra gold pieces for a proper funeral. And anyway, I haven't got a thing to tell you. Enough of that bloody business. If you're just going to bother me about finished matters, I'd consider it a favor if you'd leave me be. Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remain...
That's what you get for trying.
That's enough of that now! So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Stop that!
Yeah. 7 have mercy on your soul.
I feel better already!
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many faces.
What? Oh, hello again. Please tell me how I can help you during your investigations. I know your plate is full enough to fill you for days. What? Oh, you mean Cyseal. Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Cyseal. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. Jake murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit, suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Cyseal is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Cyseal harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. Ah, you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, they... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Cyseal's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Walgraf gives you a knowing look. He seems to think the mayor is a few arrows short of a quiver.
I hope there are no large predators around, or the mayor may find himself easily hunted.
This fine golden bear.
Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet the hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his wife. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence? Starstone? Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have got...
Legion's greetings, Hunter. And what questions are those?
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice them,
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Can you spare a coin?
Don't let him embarrass a big foe. Get to signing recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Right you are. Succumbing to a temporary temptation shouldn't be enough to land a man in jail, even if he technically committed a crime.
Why bring up the subject of arresting someone if you don't dare go through with it? Damn waste of time, you! Yes? Discovered anything? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
No, sir.
How can I help you, my friend? But certainly. What would you like to know? And what might those be?
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicilia's ever seen.
Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wiped those muddy boots on your way in.
I need something more advanced.
Sprout little legs in the night.
The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart. The Lesser Key of Sadaka.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicilia's ever seen.
A source hunter! I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream's been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright.